what I love about my research and my work is that essentially we deal with very small molecules. We focus on small things that exist down there. We understand them, or we try to understand them, so we are kind of doing Sherlock Holmes investigation to understand what's going on and use this knowledge to solve real-life problems. In our lab, we focus on developing new strategies and new methods to empower organic synthesis and to empower processes converting simple materials to desired products, to whatever we need, whether this is on small scale or large scale. So whether we need this little pill that will address the disease, or whether we need material to produce shoes or whatever surrounds us. In a sense, we have three intertwined research lines. And in one case, we just look at known, very important processes, but which have some limitations. And we are trying to investigate their mechanisms and then using this mechanistic insight to address those limitations. In the other line of research, we are interested in developing new transformations that are missing in a toolbox of synthetic chemists. So we think that something could be really useful, that would provide some kind of a shortcut, so to make processes, overall synthetic processes, more efficient. And we think how this transformation could be achieved. So we think about mechanisms, we consider different elementary steps, we design something, and every now and then we actually succeed to perform this also in the lab. Last line of research is related to complex systems. Nature is fantastic in producing complex molecules and small molecules. Essentially all molecules of life are formed in complex systems, so some metabolic networks of reactions. And those fundamentally are different processes or different strategies than those that we conduct in synthetic labs. So typically we just conduct single transformation followed by another transformation. But in nature, everything happens together, right? So you have materials and energy flowing in all directions, and depending on the current need, the system readapts to provide the materials that you really need. And that's something that we are looking into, so some metabolic-like networks of reactions. Traditionally, organic chemistry was understood as cooking in the lab. So you have a recipe, and you just do something, and you get your product, which is cool. But what I really like is to understand what really happens inside of that flask and use that to devise more effective processes. So not only simple screening, but also mechanistically driven development of such processes. Fun, but it's also fundamental. But so the effect for the community is essentially that we try to not only develop a certain new method, but provide a general understanding what's going on there, and this piece of insight can be used via the community to address many other challenges. It sounds somewhat just curiosity driven, but on the other hand, we have some projects that started purely out of academic interest, but by chance or by luck or by being a good observer, we found some interesting insights which we used to address issues that were existing in literature and in industry for many decades, and now we are trying to exploit those findings. We are collaborating with a technology transfer office and with some industrial partner to bring it to, real life application. And we are talking about, when we are starting this, we're doing this in a small, minute tube. But now we're looking into bringing it to the market where these products are produced on tens of millions of tons of products. So suddenly, this curiosity comes into real life application and solving real life issues. What I also really love about my work is the possibility to interact with so many talented and diverse people from different backgrounds and different cultures, and come up with new ideas. And we always find this common thing that connects us, right? The language of science and language of ambition to address real problems. I have just relocated to Cambridge, and this is such a lovely place and so welcoming, full of people of different ideas, different backgrounds, and so welcoming. It's great for myself, for my family, and for my students, and everybody really loves it here, especially when the weather is nice.